in this show. Both of them, right? Rex with money, yeah, good. But seriously, I like traveling. In fact, I love going on plane rides. But every time I'm on a plane, I always feel that the pilot has a surplus of information for me. Like, I don't really need to know how high the plane is going or who's flying the plane, because I never get to meet the pilot anyway. But they will insist on it. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to PR Flight 175 Manila to Davao. In command of this aircraft is Captain Napoleon Husto Jr. Assisting him in the controls is First Officer Quesada. Expected time of arrival is 10:45 a.m. How is this going to affect my life, huh? I mean, this never happens when I'm in a cab. Although it would be strange, right? Good afternoon, passenger. Welcome to Taxi Star 1880 Makati to Ortigas. In command of this taxi is me, Mang Tonyo. Assisting me the controls is nobody. We are now traveling at a speed of 80 kilometers per hour. To your right is the SM Mega Mall. And kindly disregard the meter reading 30 pesos. It is a mere guide. I demand 300. Actually, I love watching American action movies because there's always a scene where the good guy will stop a cab, right? I mean, every time the agent, the cool agent, will be carless at some point. And he'll have to go, taxi, follow that car. What are you, a damn cop or something? NYPD. Yes, sir, sure. What are we following, terrorists? Shut up and drive. Now, that will never happen in the Philippines. Can you imagine a Filipino cop going, taxi! Sir, sundan mo yung kotse niya. Bakit? Hindi, pare, pulis ako eh. Kailangan natin mahuli yan. May crime. Baka masolve pa natin. Bakit, sir? Saan ba pupunta yan? Hindi ko nga alam, kaya nga natin susundan. Susunod tayo sa kotse, hindi natin alam kung saan pupunta. Oo, exactly. Ganun ba, sir? Oo. Ano ba yan? Di wala nalang metro. Sige, pare, walang metro. 300. Yan. Now you're talking. Sir, matagal na ba kayong polis? Pare, baka makatakas. Okay, sir. Sir, sorry, question. Di ba sinusundan natin yung Honda Civic na itim? Oo, tama. Sir, tandaan niyo mabuti, di ba? Kumanan siya dyan sa iskinita. Oo, tandaan mo Bakit? Kasi magpapagas muna tayo. Anyway, I was in Hong Kong recently, and I felt really bad because I realized that Hong Kong is a lot richer than the Philippines, which did not make any sense to me because we're a lot better looking than they are. I mean, any Filipino can approach any Hong Kongese and tell him, pare, mas guwapo ako sa'yo. And he'll say, guwapo? Do you have money? But although the richer, we Filipinos are a lot smarter, I realized this after riding their MTR, which is their equivalent of our MRT. See, they couldn't even figure out that the R goes before the T, right? I had to explain it to them. And when you ride the MTR in Hong Kong, you will hear a lot of stupid announcements. Things like, welcome to Liking Station. Please mind the gap. Doors will open to your left. Next station, Mayfu. Liking Station. Me and my brother, ano nangyayari? Because in the Philippines, you don't hear such announcements. All you hear is a gush of wind. Guadalupe Station. GMA Kauni. Ayala Station. Ayala. Nobody has to tell me that my doors will open to my left. I'm pretty sure. Because on the other side is a wall. And when the train is about to arrive in Hong Kong, you hear a bunch of announcements to, the train to Sunny Bay will arrive in 2 minutes. And a stopwatch will come out from the wall. 158, 157, 155, 156, 000. The train to Sunny Bay has arrived. Please let passengers out first. In the Philippines, when the train is about to arrive, nobody tells you that it's about to arrive. You just feel that it's about to arrive. Huh? You may ask around, boss, ano oras dumating yung train? Sir, parang padating na po right now. Then another guard shows up, sir, tabi po tayo! Doors open, but they don't exit the train because they're all just looking at you like this. As if saying, we do not live here. Shangri-La EDSA is not our stop. And thank you, folks. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Unson. And thank you for coming over. Hopefully, of course, I'll definitely be seeing you on the 24th. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. My name is Unson. Thank you.
This time I would like to call on Mr. Rex Navarrete, the only Fil-Am comedian with 4 CDs and 3 DVDs. Wala sa Green Hills, chinek ko.
Hey, thanks everyone for coming. I didn't expect to do any stand-up this afternoon with the jet lag, but we'll see the best. One more time for Mike Unson. Let's see. I'll just give you a little taste of one of my favorite bits that I've been doing over the years. Don't have any of the longer form bits prepared right now. So this is one that I like doing on the road in North America, especially with a lot of the Filipino Americans and Canadians who are now who've been children of first-generation immigrant parents in North America. This is something that is very close to my heart because it's based on my sister, who was on the soccer team back in when we were kids. Being on the soccer team in the States was very different because we don't have girls on soccer teams. You know, I don't know if there are here, but back in the States it was very different to have girls on the soccer teams, especially Filipino girls. Because when my sister would come home, my mom would be very unhappy with my sister coming home from soccer practice because she would come home a little darker, a little more tan than was expected. So that broke my mom's heart. She's very one of those traditional Filipinas, you know, who don't want their children to be out in the sun so long. And I'm sorry. All right, your phone's going off and mine's going off. This is great. Welcome to the Philippines. Sorry. All right. So every time my sister would come home, then this is the weird thing. She would come home with a little darker than the day before, and this really broke my mom's heart. You know, this really broke my mom's heart because back in the day we didn't have sunblock. No, late in the early '80s, sunblock wasn't invented yet. This was our sunblock. That was horrible. Yeah, so my mom would be really mad with my sister. Joy, you're so dark, Joy. Joy, you're too dark. Joy, you're too dark. Joy, look at your skin. Oh, there you are, Joy. Stop hiding. Joy, you're too dark. Joy, you're too dark. Joy, you're so dark. No one will marry you. Joy, no one will marry you. Hail Mary, Joy, no one will marry. Not even a blind man will marry you. Because you're darker than what he already cannot see. Joy, you're too dark. Joy, this is not cool, you know. This is not so. Especially when my sister was growing up, she couldn't get rid of the tan. This was impossible. Young Filipino girl out in the sun, you couldn't get rid of the tan. So, what really made it really worse for my sister was we couldn't go to Toys R Us or any like the toy stores there in the States and find a doll for my sister, you know, that looked like her because. You know, imagine having a play date, you know, when her friends would come over and they would bring their Barbie dolls that looked just like them, right? When her white friends came over, they brought over their white Barbie dolls with the blonde hair and the blue eyes and the white skin because they looked like her. And then when her black friends came over and brought over their Barbie dolls, looked just like them because they had the long black curly hair and the ebony skin, and the brown eyes. Oh, for my sister, what was her Barbie doll? Brown paper bag. It was a brown paper bag. It was horrible. So what did I do? What did the big boy Rex do? What did I do? I made her a Barbie doll from scratch. I did. I made her a Barbie doll. From scratch. I took a white Barbie doll, ironed the hair flat, you know, get the feathering out. Just get the feathering. Just make it nice and straight, and then dip her hair in black India ink. Right? And take some brown kiwi shoe polish, you know, and then rub it into the skin, get a nice morena kind of glow, and then take some brown paint, dip it into those blue eyes, get those nice brown, deep eyes, right? Almost done, almost done, almost done. So I take that Barbie by the legs, smash her face to the floor, so she can get that Filipina nose, right? So, yeah, it's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist. You hit too hard, she comes out Samoan. So that's it, thanks. That's a little bit of a sample. Thank you for the sample period is not finished. We will take your questions.
Right, if you guys have any questions for Rex or for Mike, The mic's there, just come up, introduce yourself, publication, then the question.
Hi, sir. Jeman from Orange Magazine TV. Is that really true? Is that really based on a true story?
Is that based on a true story?
Or
Yes, always. Always. My mom is from Batangas. She's really dark herself. which makes the whole routine ironic. You know? Because there's my mom, really tan lady, you know, very tan lady, and she's telling my sister and myself that we're always living too much in the sun, and that we're not going to become anybody. And look what happened. No, I think we're doing okay, you know. So I don't know. I think it's just that whole mentality of how you look determines, you know, where you're going to be in life, and it's nice to prove her wrong. But she still, you know, after all this accomplishment and, you know, and notoriety, she still thinks I need to put more sunblock.
Does your family still love you, sir?
It depends which family members. You know. I have some family members who don't want to talk to me ever again. But it's okay. You know, you just keep on living. You can't live for them. And just keep going. I mean, I have bigger things to worry about. And you know, for everyone who's been celebrating with me, you know, they're gonna be a part of my life for a long time.
Wow. Thank you.
Next question. Go ahead, please. Oh,
Hello, I'm Usual from Manila Bulletin.
hi.
Yeah. Rex, some stand-up comedians couldn't stop themselves from making fun of other people just to crack a joke. And I don't think you're like them. So, what is your advice to cheap stand-up comedians doing those kind of antics?
I think it's cheap people in general. You know, I think it's part of the society that we live in, where it's easy to put someone down than to bring someone up, and the same thing can happen in entertainment, especially in comedy. Comedy is vicious when it comes to insulting people and breaking them down. But if you do it, you better be really funny, and it needs to be really funny, not just hurtful. I mean, hurtful is a little stain, but everything else has got to be, wow, there's got to be some good writing in there. There's got to be, wow, where are you coming from? That's original. But insult comedy, I think, even in insult comedy, roasting, it has to answer to a higher standard now. You just can't put someone down and get away with it not being funny. But on the most part, you know, I think if people want to get into stand-up comedy and want to just hurt other people, I think you're in the wrong business, because it's still, I consider, still an art form of writing and finding your voice and being bigger than what you just, you know, than what you're trying to say. You know, it can only last for a short time, really, if you want to go to insult comedy. But you have to be funny. That's the only catch.